Hey y'all, Ramdino here, coming at you again for another Appalachian Trail community news, thru hiker update, and trail information. Well, to begin with, a little personal note. Thanks for everybody's sympathy from last week when I shared with you about the deaths that I've had in my family. One death that's really special to me that I didn't share with you, and that was the death of my 19-year-old fur baby kitty cat, Tinkerbell. So Tinkerbell had been with us for a long, long time through my children's childhood and everything, and that was probably harder for me than the human deaths I experienced. And the reason being, I guess, because I took her there to the vet with Trail Boss and my wife, and we had to help her cross over. And she lived a long life, lived a good life, but it's always difficult. I think sometimes more difficult when you lose a pet like that. So in any case, she'll be missed. And once again, thanks for your sympathies out there. Greatly appreciate that. That's one thing I like about this hiker community. If you're new to this channel, then go back and look at some of the other videos. That's what this channel is all about, is building the hiker community and supporting it. And y'all certainly support me and each other. And so I just enjoy that so much. So one thing that went on within the hiker community this week, and that was the Hiker Thanksgiving that Miss Janet puts on. And this was actually, she hadn't put it on in a couple years due to COVID, but it is back now, and hopefully it'll be back for the rest of everybody's career around here on the trail. But it went off without a hitch and went great. It was in Hot Springs there at Laughing Heart Hostel, and I understand that there was just a ton of folks there. They had a great time, and this was for not only for thru hikers that are currently on the trail, but thru hikers not only this year, but for any years alumni and just trail angels and section hikers and anybody within the hiker community. So it went off great. I have heard that it was even called the GOAT of all hiker Thanksgivings, or maybe that was they had a goat there. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was both, but in any case, it looked like they had a really good time there. And appreciate Miss Janet and Laughing Heart Hostel and all the folks that participated in that. Thank you very much for doing that for the community. It was really neat. Now let's talk about folks that are out there on the trail. So we got the Scogman family. They have been dealing with some brutally cold temperatures and foggy views and rain and snow and ice. They just got through the Great Smoky Mountains National Park right before Thanksgiving. They got off for a little bit of time for Thanksgiving to go spend some time down in Georgia. Texas Pete, who had gotten hurt, he went ahead and went home with his grandparents, and so now Skipper can get back on trail, be with the rest of the family there, and finish up with them. They said that through their hike through Virginia and down into, or through the southern part of Virginia, down into North Carolina and Tennessee, they have encountered lots of freezing temperatures most of the time. And when they went through the Smokies, it was freezing, below freezing or at freezing the whole time. And it was forecasted one night to be like 12 degrees, and that don't include the wind chills. So they're back on trail now, and they have less than 100 miles to finish up. So get on through North Carolina and last state, Georgia, and they will be done on their Sobo hike. So congratulations to them. That is going to be awesome to see that finish. And then we had some Lilo and Stitch. They are back on the trail. They were at the Hiker Thanksgiving there that Miss Janet put on in Hot Springs there, and they are going to be starting back up. They're going to do like 20-mile days and hope to crank out the mileage and get home by Christmas. So I think that's very doable for Sobo folks that are now down into getting into North Carolina and coming up on Tennessee very quickly. Then we had some new folks that we added to the channel. Wisconsin Jane, she sent along some new Sobos that some friends of hers, and that was White Sox along with her family of Diesel and Stray. And they started from Katahdin around the 1st of August, now south of Duncannon, Pennsylvania. And they indicated that White Sox has a Facebook page called Gin on the Trail, Jen, like the person, not like the alcohol. So Gin on the Trail, although we may have Gin on the Trail, I don't know. But in any case, Gin's on the Trail's on a Facebook page. You can keep up with them on that. And so look forward to them finishing as well. So if you're still out there on the trail, send me your trail updates. Want to keep up with you, particularly when you get done out there on the trail. Want to celebrate with you and just honor you here on the channel and honor what you've done there. But if you're still out there on the trail in 2022, we want to keep up with you and just make sure that we can support you in whatever way we can from home. And then also don't forget that for the 2023 hikers, the support list is now up and running. We've had starting to populate itself and got quite a few folks that are on there already. So go ahead and check out that support list. Not only is that if you're a 2023 hiker, you can put yourself on it. That link's down below, as well as the link to go check out folks that are on there. And you can go and find all their YouTube pages and their social media and however they're updating their trip, and go there and give them an attaboy or attagirl throughout the course of their hike in 2023. So looking forward to supporting the new class of 2023. We did have another completion that checked in with us, or actually two, and that was Alpine. He was a 66-year-old, finished his Sotelo hike on November 23rd or 20th and at Amicalola Falls. So he finished there, went ahead and did the approach trail after he hit Springer. Did that extra 8+ miles to get down there to finish at the arch. And he finished with Cinnabon and Vominos, and also Sticky Fingers, Lily, and Ratatouille were part of his family that had finished the day before, and they were there to celebrate. And Alpine, he had registered his Sotelo hike. He was number 111. And then we had one more that finished. Don't have a finished picture for her, and that was Dolly. She's a subscriber, and she mentioned it down in the comment section. Didn't get a chance to get a follow-up finished picture from her, so I grabbed a screenshot from her YouTube channel. But in any case, congratulations to Alpine and Cinnabon, Vominos, Sticky Fingers, Lily, Ratatouille, and Dolly. And so again, if you finish, let us know. Send us your finished picture. We want to celebrate with you. Now, speaking of 2023, now's kind of the time where we start transitioning to the class of 2023. Not going to forget about you folks in 2022. Going to continue to support you. But want to start bringing up what's going on with registration. So this is really the first time I have looked at the 2023 registrations, and it was pretty large. I was at first amazed at how big it is. So right now we've got 1,376 Nobo folks that are registered for the 2023 hike. We got 72 flip-floppers and 42 Sobo already. So that brings us to a total right now of 1,490 total. And we've got one day, March 1st, that is already maxed out with 58 folks. And the max being 50 people on the trail is what the ATC puts the maximum carrying capacity of the trail at. So that doesn't mean they're going to stop you at once 50 people registered. There could be 150 people registered. They would still register everybody. They would still start that day. But the purpose is they've got to assign some number to it. I think 50 is a little high. I think really half of that is about the carrying capacity when you consider the different campsites and where people have got to go to. But in any case, they set it at 50, so their rules, not mine, or their max, not mine. And so that is what they've got it set in. So just to give you a little idea of where we are from 2021, this same time back in 2021, we had 1,717 registered. So from 1,490 this year to 1,717 last year. So obviously we're behind 280-ish folks there. So we're a little behind on registration. We'll see how that tracks moving on forward and see if we have less people that plan on trying a through hike this year or not. A lot of reasons why they may be. Last year there was a lot of pent-up desire to go because of the last 2 years prior to that was COVID. So we'll see if that COVID surge was in 2020 as opposed to 2021, although naturally each year it has kind of been going up. But we are just a little bit behind of where we were. And so with the 2023 folks that have already registered on my hiker support list, I want to start featuring a hiker from that support list. And this week, the first one to sign up on my list was Laura Evan Ashley. And she has YouTube and Instagram, so you can go and follow her both on there. She starts her Nobo hike sometime in February. She has already dropped a ton of videos. They're very interesting. She does a great job with that, so I'd go and check her out and and subscribe to her channel. And just like the rest of the folks that are out there that are going to be hiking, go and check them out each week and give them spur them on as they go out the course of their hike, whether they're going to Katahdin or they're coming back down to Springer or somewhere in between. I also want to give a huge shout out to Warren Johnson and Dixie Stewart for sending me a super thanks last week. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate y'all believing in what I do, believing in the channel, and helping me to support the hiker community. What a super thanks is basically right down below this video, you'll find a link that you can click on that, and you can send me a small amount or a large amount to support the channel. You could also do that by being a Patreon member or through a Venmo, but you can also do it by spending nothing and giving me sending a comment, thumbs up, or a subscription or a like. All those support the channel, but appreciate that monetary support. Warren Johnson, Dixie Stewart, that's awesome of y'all to do that, and thanks for believing in what I do here. So we got some news out there. You've all possibly heard about the hiker up in the White Mountains who got lost and her body was subsequently found. That was Emily Sotelo this past week. So there's been a lot of information that folks have sent me that I've gone out there also and found a lot of information for. And I think that there's a lot of stuff that we can all glean from that. Even experienced hikers, but particularly inexperienced hikers, and there's a litany of both of those that are subscribers of this channel and view that. And so it's very tragic what happened to her, and our hearts and prayers go out to her family. And we certainly a little raw right now, but I do plan to come out with a video looking at maybe what went wrong and what we can all learn from that. And I think that that would be good, that we can all learn even from tragedies that go out there. But it's a little raw right now, so we won't be doing that this week. But in any case, very sorry if one of the Sotelo family or your friends, whether you've hiked with her before, if you're watching this and are very sorry about your loss there, very sorry that Emily passed away. And thanks a lot to all the 60 plus folks that were out there and the multiple agencies that were search and rescue and then recovery that went out there. So we appreciate all you do to help hikers that are in distress. Don't forget about the end of days Foothills trail hike that I am putting together for anybody that wants to hike and kind of prep for the AT, but maybe they're not going to be on the AT as a thru hiker. Maybe you're just an alumni, or maybe you're just one of the hiker community. So it's open to all people. Looking forward to that. Lots of people have responded and said that they're going to be meeting us there. So that is going to be awesome. There's a Facebook page, links down below. You can go and join that Facebook page. Let me know if you'll be coming on that. If you don't have Facebook, you can let me know in the comments down here or send me an email. Let me know that you'll be coming to that. Fresh Ground's going to be supporting us for the first couple of days and possibly the last day. And so we need to know how many groceries that he needs to buy to come and support us there. And you don't want to miss what Fresh Ground puts together with them groceries. So excited about that, and just really looking forward for a good time with the hiker community to go out and enjoy hiking with each other. And then Charles Tyree, aka Dumb Mud Turkey, he wrote a book and about his 2019 thru hike and sent that to me, called Diary of a Dumb Mud Turkey. It's a pretty neat read. It's basically his diary day by day on the trail. Gives a really good description of what he was going through each day and even different portions of the trail. And so it's really broke down into each and every day about what he did on that particular day, what his hike went. So it's a good read, short read. And he has offered to, if somebody wants a copy of this, then he's offered me to give a copy away. And so I will do that. And so if you'll just leave a comment down below and at the end of your comment, put Dumb Mud Turkey, then I'll figure out through that. We'll take a random drawing of those folks that leave a comment with the words Dumb Mud Turkey in it. And then we'll get a book out there to you. So appreciate everybody taking a chance to do that. If you don't get one, it's also available on Amazon. And so you can go and check it out and get one there. One thing about the Foothills Trail, I did want to tell you, that will be December 27th. It's going to take us 5 or 6 days to do that hike. So it's about like 75 miles of Foothills Trails. But again, there's more information over on that Facebook page. And if you'll go and check that out, then you'll get what you need there. All right, folks, that is all I've got this week. As always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out there.